Well, how are you feeling about lockdown 2 months in? Did the way you feel change after you heard the latest government advice? I think some of us listening, when we heard that advice, it made us feel worried that the government wasn't acting wisely, that the restrictions were being lifted too soon, and that what might happen next would be dangerous for people. We might even have felt angry with the government, angry with other people who don't seem to be taking this as seriously as they should. On the other hand, I think others of us felt that maybe the government was doing things too slowly, that things aren't being relaxed quickly enough. Maybe you're there and you're worried about where the money's coming from for the next set of bills. Maybe you're suffering because your medical treatment has been delayed, or you're struggling with the mental health consequences of being isolated. Same crisis, different reactions, different feelings. And I guess crises often bring out the best and the worst in people. We've seen that, haven't we? We've seen some of the worst. We've seen people act selfishly, inconsiderately. We've perhaps seen people lash out in anger online or elsewhere. Maybe you've been tempted to do that yourself. But we've also seen the best in people. We've seen Captain Tom Moore. We've seen the unselfish courage of those on the front lines, serving in hospitals, in care homes, in grocery stores, in public transport, all these different ways where they are serving those who need it, despite some risks themselves. And as Christians, one of the challenges of a crisis like that, like the one we're in now, is when we feel these different things, is to respond with our best. We might well feel afraid of what will happen if we catch the virus. We might feel angry about the decisions other people are making. We might feel worried about a financial situation, or we might be desperate, struggling with our mental health. But God meets us in those feelings. This is what Psalm 30 says. I will exalt you, Lord, for you lifted me out of the depths and did not let my enemies gloat over me. Lord my God, I called to you for help, and you healed me. You, Lord, brought me up from the realm of the dead. You spared me from going down to the pit. They speak, don't they, those verses, of a God who meets us at our lowest, and he gives us hope of a brighter future, brighter perhaps than the present that we are now experiencing. A crisis, it interrupts regular life, doesn't it? I read an article where the author suggests that we live distracted lives these days. Eat, tweet, achieve, repeat. Eat, tweet, achieve, repeat. And then a crisis comes along and it knocks us off our stride and it forces us to consider, what am I really relying on? Where is my hope really? And as a Christian, we can look to Jesus, the one who lifts us out of that pit, who heals us by forgiving our sins, and he promises to spare us and one day bring us home to be with him forever. Some of you may have seen Graham Daniels from Christians in Sport on Sky Sports a few days ago. And what he said was brilliant. He said, knowing that you are loved unconditionally makes all the difference, especially when you know that the one who loves you like that is with you today and will be with you forever. Now, does that mean that we won't get afraid or feel angry or worried? Well, of course not. The psalmist is wonderfully real about that. This is what he goes on to say. For his anger lasts only a moment, but his favour lasts a lifetime. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. When I felt secure, I said, I will never be shaken. We might be in a period of weeping right now. You might feel that yourself in your heart, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Because we are secure with him eternally, we can say we will never ever be shaken. One crisis, one hope, one true rock, one true rescuer, one true companion. So when we do feel all these things, we can turn to Jesus and find in him the assurance that we need and respond with our best. We can pray for those who make decisions to act wisely, compassionately, considerately. We can pray for those who even make us feel angry. When we communicate online or in person, we can speak with kindness and grace, with empathy and understanding, even with those who feel or think differently to us. And we can speak. We can speak of the one who makes us secure, who knows the span of our days and is with us each day and will meet us with open arms on that day when he calls us home.